in the weather center. So Josh, here in the Tampa Bay area, obviously the worst of that weather has moved on, but people do still have to be careful. Just because it's not raining out and just because we don't have those high winds anymore, there's still some dangers out there, some hazards people have to watch out for.
Yeah, and you know what, it actually wouldn't surprise me to see a couple of trees still yet to come down, even with the winds that we have much lower. You have a saturated ground in some spot, and I'm talking mostly Polk County and Manatee County. The winds will still be up a little bit. We had a lot of trees down around the area. This was sent to us here from Leanne in Riverview, and she commented on the picture that she sent through the Spectrum News app that this large oak tree right here, about 6 o'clock yesterday, just snapped. She was just watching it, it just snapped and fell over. And this is actually a good reminder as we prepare for next hurricane season, that one of the ways to decrease the chance of trees falling down is to make sure that they are as symmetrical as possible. A lot of times you drive through some neighborhoods and people trim some trees away from their home, but they kind of forget about the other side of the tree. So you have an imbalance to the tree, and then it takes even less wind to knock that thing over because it's weighted incorrectly on one side versus the other. Just something to keep in mind. I know it's a big expense, but something to keep in mind heading into next hurricane season. Here's another shot. I showed this a little while ago. This is from Ann in Clearwater. Again, really just a big nuisance in many cases. Obviously, this didn't fall on a house or anything like that, but two palm trees in the yard leaning on the fence. There's going to be a cost and time involved with getting that cleaned up and fixed. Now, the winds out there right now are starting to back down a little bit, but still rather noticeable. We have gusts to 39 in St. Pete, 40-mile-an-hour gust in Bradenton. Still kind of rough around the Orlando area with 50-mile-per-hour plus wind gusts in that part of the state. As far as the storm itself, Tropical Storm Ian, really not looking tropical any longer, more of a non-tropical winter-looking storm now with a front really expanse of the wind and rain field and the clouds being pulled by the jet stream all the way on up into New England and parts of Canada right now. As this storm moves away, the drier air is going to come in behind it, and we are set up for a very pleasant stretch of weather. Drying out, windy weather continues, but it'll slowly diminish. 79 for our high. Now, you want to stick around. I'll have your 7-day forecast, and we've got a great weekend on tap. You want to see that. It's coming up in less than 10 minutes. But first, here's Kleister on 9.